Bob Maloney from MyMMANews, and I am joined today by Jamal Johnson. Jamal and I go way back to his amateur career, and he's doing pretty well in the pros now, coming off a big victory, and he has a fight coming up on the 13th at Ring of Combat in Atlantic City. Jamal, man, how you feeling? You're right in the middle of camp. I guess you're getting ready to start some weight cutting or whatever. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. Battling my body being banged up a couple of times in a training camp, but yeah, I feel all right. Definitely feel all right. Definitely feel strong.
For the people who haven't got to see you fight or really never saw much of you, tell them how you got involved in mixed martial arts. What was it for you that made you want to train in the sport and also actually get in the cage and fight?
I would say what made me was after watching a couple of fights and hearing how well I'm from Maryland, from Baltimore, Maryland, and once I started hearing there were actual shows within Maryland popping up, a part of me got a little interested. Then I started watching the stuff. I especially got into the stuff right after high school. I was doing judo for a good while before I got into MMA. And yeah, right after high school, I started hearing about MMA, how it's popping off, and how really how MMA somewhat suited many different styles, more than just I would say boxers or kickboxers or anything like that. Uh, yeah, I just thought like, oh, I can throw my 2 cents in this stuff with the stuff that I know. Cool. Let me uh let me see what I can do. Let me see what I can muster up. And ever since then, I haven't stopped training, haven't stopped fighting. Still going on since 2011, I would say 2011 or 12 would have been my first fight. I would say.
Tell me about who has been your main mentor, who has taught you the most, or even if it's more than one guy, who do you trust? Who's your main guy? Kind of, who gives you advice and helps you tighten up your game.
Yeah, it's that's really hard to put on one person because there's been so many people that have been a motivation to me, or really I would say yeah, a staple in my game. It would be one of my first boxing coaches who really wasn't here, who really isn't here with me right now, or one of the first people to teach me tips. When it came to like stand up, it would be my judo coach, Mike Viator. He's from Boston, but he runs a school out of east side of Baltimore called Senior Ray Dojo. It would be people like I forget his last name, but one of my first boxing coaches, his name was Frank, out of Lock Raven Boxing, out in like Parkville, Maryland. That would have rest easy to him. He's not here with us anymore. Um, who else? So many people, so many.
Well,
Uh,
who's working with you now in your camp? Who's getting you ready? Who's kicking your butt in the room? Some of your training partners and your coaches.
yeah, I would say right now my main when it comes to my boxing, at least I'll start with that. It would be my man Chinyelu Farmer out of Honeycomb Boxing. When it comes to my more MMA rounded game, I would say it comes to College Park Mixed Martial Arts. My head coach Joshua Peters. Um, Another I would say assistant or a person who helps would be the nappy headed ninja, if you don't know him, Pianki Zimmerman. He uh he also has a fight coming up real soon. I believe in King of the Cage, like a week after me. So check him out definitely. Um, Also would be another striking coach of mine named Anthony Hamilton. Out of he runs a TAC boxing down in DC. But yeah, those would be 4 people right now who are very influential in my game. Chinyelu Farmer, all right, Baltimore, Maryland, out of Honeycomb Boxing. Joshua Peters, out of College Park Mixed Martial Arts. Bianchi Zimmerman, out of College Park, and Anthony Hamilton.
Great. Now listen, your fight at Ring of Combat at the Tropicana on the 13th is against Dennis Buzukja. I'm not sure how we say his name. I did see him fight at a previous event. Tell me, do you like try to watch film on a guy, or do you just, and what do you think about him, or do you just say, you know what, I'm gonna not even watch anything. I'm just gonna get in there and do my thing.
Oh yeah, yeah. It definitely helps watching him, seeing how he moves, seeing how he operates, what tendencies he has. So I definitely watch my opponents. It's just visualizing myself when I'm not watching or when I'm training, visualizing his body and really trying to pick up on the things that he does, and I would say trying to capitalize on it. He's a good fighter, tough dude. As anybody is. Every fight I feel to me is a big fight, but this guy is, this is a really big promotion. It's very well known. All right, Ring Combat again. Thank you for the opportunity, and yeah, I need to really rev it because I know he's gonna bring it. So, hey, and that's what I come here for. I wouldn't accept the fight if I wasn't gonna try to bring it myself. So, hey.
Well, we go back a long ways, my friend. Anybody else you want to give any shout outs or love to before we roll?
I love it. Well, first and foremost, I love to give a shout out to my city, Baltimore, Maryland. Who else? I love to give a shout out to my family, friends. There's so many names. College Partner Martial Arts. The Martial Club I used to train with a while back. My man Leroy Waters. Who else? Honeycomb Boxing, Lock Raven Boxing. Was it TAC, DC Boxing? Anthony Hamilton, he's the runner of that. My man Pianki, look for him and King of the Cage sometime soon. There's just too many. Black Wolves Youth Program that I run or that I help run with a friend of mine. You should check them out. Doing big things for the community down here in Baltimore. Yeah, just all in all, man. Just I appreciate everybody for the support. There's too many names, and I'm just gonna go back and research that when I go into this fight, and I do my thing, right? I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna shout out. I'm gonna give love everywhere. But yeah, I'm just telling people to stay tuned, get ready for this action, all right? Because I guarantee you, I'm at least gonna be a top round. I'm at least gonna be second, if not the first most exciting fight you're gonna see. So please come out to New Jersey. Also, my man Bob, all right? Appreciate Bob for this interview. Bob, my man Maloney. Up in New Jersey, Voorhees, right? New Jersey,
Cherry
right,
Hill,
man.
Voorhees, we're in that area.
Man, I've been seeing you everywhere, man. You all over the tri-state area, all right? You killing it out here. Also, check out my man Mike Bickens, Art of War, coming up soon. I'm looking to try and catch that show myself. Yeah, there's so many shows, there's so many good guys out here now these days. So, yeah, man, just stay tuned.
All right, listen, my man, my friend. Best of luck with your final preparations, any weight cutting, and I will see you cageside in Atlantic City down there, and I can't wait to see you again, my man. Best of luck to you. As always, man, I know you bring it, and go get 'em, my man.
Hey.